Alright, hello, my name is Trevor Plassman and I'm here in Bloomington, Indiana, USA, and this is my CS50x project. So the project started as kind of a way for me to keep better track of our family golf scores. So my dad, my two brothers, and I always play golf a few times a year, and it gets kind of competitive, and it's always fun to see who's in first place. So I set up a site so that we can all go in and enter scores and then just have them kind of show up. And ideally, I'll show you some of the features that we used, some of the languages and libraries that were used to create some of the features that will help keep track of these things, and then maybe talk a little bit about what I'd like the site to look like in the future. So to start with, this is the home page, and this is a live website, so anyone can go ahead and go to this URL and just either enter scores to try to compete with our family, or do whatever you would have interest in with the website here. So I have a username and password already set up, but just to show some of the features that we built in, I'm going to go to the Register Today page and create a new username. First name of our user that we're going to put in is going to be Tiger, and the last name is going to be Woods, because he's going to want to keep up with our family. I don't know when Tiger Woods' birthday is, but we'll use the built-in HTML calendar little widget here to try to pull up his birthday. I'm going to guess this might not be the best way to cycle through the years, but we're going to say Tiger was born in 1974. His username is going to be Tiger Woods, y'all, and he doesn't want to give us an email, and he's also not very good at inputting his password, and we're going to see some of the errors that arise when he doesn't fill out the form correctly. Alright, so here you can see he gets an alert that his passwords do not match. So, having said that, he's going to go in and re-register. Now we must provide an email address, but he doesn't really want to do that, so he's going to try to fake it and just put in Tiger Woods. Well, that's not a valid email address, so he's going to throw in an @ symbol and just make it gmail.com. So that completes the registration process, and now Tiger can go ahead and log in. There's his name and his password. So now Tiger's logged in. You can see over here we're greeting him with a little session ID and keeping track of some local variables within his session, so he can go to the home page, and what he's going to see is the latest headlines from Golf Digest. So this is set up with the PHP RSS feed parser, and we just parse this so that it pulls the latest headlines from Golf Digest so you can keep track of it. Over here is our Player of the Year Top 10 leaderboard. No one's entered scores yet, so Tiger's going to go ahead and put him in. It automatically puts him here as the player, and then he's just going to select the day when he played. Tiger was in Defiance, Ohio, so he played at Eagle Rock Country Club, and he's going to enter that in as a standard round. And Tiger did pretty well. We're going to go ahead and put his scores in. Tiger birdied and eagled hole 10 and 11, and took 4s all the way out. And actually, just to show a little bit more verification or validation that we have going on here, Tiger didn't do a very good job at putting in the numbers, so G does not work. Space does not work because he didn't score less than 1. We'll just give him a hole-in-one on 13 and let him post it. So Tiger is now #1 ranked with an average score of 63, but he played another round yesterday and wants to change that average score, which is all done with PHP scripting in the background before it's entered into the database. So Tiger played on Friday and actually played at Napoleon course, and he did even better there. He took 3s all the way around the course. So now you can see Tiger's average changes. Alright, now he's done. He can log out, and again we're using some PHP and clearing the session variables for that. So far we've seen JavaScript used for the form validation, and then PHP and MySQL is the database that's keeping track of all this. So Tiger's going to log out and go to the home page, and now I'm going to log in. And as you can see, it doesn't take us to the home page yet, but it does show that we're logged in there, and I can go to the home and see Tiger's score. Well, I just so happened to play today as well, and I played at Kettering Country Club, and I did much better than Tiger did. Scoring 2s all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and pretend to not put a course in here so we can see a little bit more of that form validation. I must provide a course. I also have some CSS tricks in here going on so that we can remove 18 holes or the back 9 if we only played 9 holes. In the future, it'd be nice if we could choose what side we want to play and if there was a little bit more in-depth course information, but for now we'll just put that back and again say I played at Kettering Country Club. So we'll post that and going to home. It looks like T. Plassman is now ahead of Tiger Woods, y'all, for the Player of the Year leaderboard. This would show, it would cut off at 10 users if we had 10 people on here, but that's pretty much it for now. So all of this was, again, created using JavaScript with the jQuery libraries for the form validation, and then we used PHP and MySQL for the database interaction, and just CSS for styling, which also could use a little bit of work. All right.